If you're looking to build a custom home in Paradise Valley with acreage and views, this could be your home. Hi, I'm Amy Nairn with HomeSmart Elite Group, and I'm pleased to present Desert Jewel. I would describe it to you, but instead I will have renowned architect Eric Peterson explain the story.
Hi, my name is Eric Peterson. I'm president of PHX Architecture in Scottsdale, Arizona. Well, I grew up in Chicago, Illinois, and I've always wanted to be an architect. It's a great city of great architecture, and as I grew up watching this old house with my father, I said, I want to be an architect. My first recollection of building something was as I was going through grade school, I would always play with Legos and build lots of different objects and that eventually became buildings, and that sort of spurred on my idea of maybe I should pursue this as a career. I originally moved to Scottsdale in 1993 because I read that Forbes magazine said that this is one of the top 5 states of growth. It's just such an amazing place to be. We have people from all over the world that come here. You could be an hour north and skiing and come down here and swimming in the afternoon. The variety of the different types of landscape, from mountain to desert to forest, is just within about a 2-hour drive of anything. And pretty much any outdoor activity and sport is available in this state. It's just an amazing place to be. This project, Desert Jewel, originally came to me through the client, and they had asked me to go meet them on the site. I was just absolutely amazed that a site like this would even exist, because I feel like I know most of the properties around Paradise Valley, but this one was such a hidden jewel, and down on this unbelievable street called Desert Jewel. And it just transforms you into a different world. And it was just so exciting that we would have the opportunity to work on such a great project like this. My philosophy on architecture is really to use the Southwest style in the desert sun to create shade and shadow, and then to create textures within that. And so we use lots of glass, which of course has a very smooth and shiny texture. The slump block in this would give us that rougher, more textural quality and really play beautifully with the sun throughout the day. And then we have steel and metal that we're using, which is really kind of a cool element that helps with the whole sort of desert landscape and the postmodern feel that we're creating in this design. So this property is really well oriented in a north-south orientation. The existing house was already placed in areas on this lot, and so we had to work with the existing forms of the architecture. But then taking that form and adding the new pieces to it and changing the roof lines to it to address the sun angle, because that is something that's very important to working within the desert, and adjusting this house to be a house of today that is more responsive to the environment. So the house is designed right now with the flexibility to go up to 4 bedrooms. It's about 6,000 square feet, and we have the availability to add guest house to the project that basically could be modeled in whatever style and square footage that you need. And all of this is designed on 3 acres in Paradise Valley with some of the most pristine views. An amazing part of this house is that it actually is a bridge that straddles a wash that runs through the center of the property. So that type of architecture, that type of character of a house is so exciting when we get something like that, because it gives us some interest, it gives us some excitement. And Frank Lloyd Wright always put his house into nature and had sort of the nature flow around and with the house. And this was an opportunity for us to work in that sort of environment. So the normal process in design is that it takes you about 6 months to do the whole design process and about a couple of months to go through the city permitting process. So right off the bat, you've got about 8 months that you have saved in purchasing this property, that you're ahead of the game, and so you're able to start construction immediately. The existing house had some really wonderful features to it that prompted us to move in a more postmodern direction with a style. It's got a beautiful chef's kitchen with all the amenities that anybody would need for today's way of life. There's no closed off rooms where everybody's sort of off in their own space, but it's a much more open floor plan where if you're in the kitchen and in the dining room and in the living room, everybody's sort of flowing and being together. And that's more of this modern sort of casual lifestyle that we have today. This house was designed for entertainment in mind. It's an amazing property with a lot of land, so we have a pool and a pool deck for sunning and bathing, a barbecue area with an outdoor kitchen, a pool cabana, great for entertaining, great for parties. Properties with views, especially of mountains, are of real prime demand. And this one is not only private because of the way it's nestled into this almost canyon-like setting, but we get views of Mummy Mountain because we're right at the base of it, but you get distant views of the McDowell Mountain. So you get the privacy, but also the big views as well. I've been an architect for over 18 years and I've done hundreds of homes all over the valley, but this home is going to be one really special home and I'm just so excited for you to come and see it.
For more information on this property, please call me, Amy Narin, 602-550-9985. Thank you.